EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sanders, certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Wilson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Sanders, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Open man is Hill. He's got it. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
At the 47-yard
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Gets this one to Hill. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, Herbert. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Breida. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that. That maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Sanders. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Play action. Now Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
A decent little gain puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
First down, Eagles.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They run with Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Herbert. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, Wilson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Matt Breida.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert, and that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He is good.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Sanders, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Eagles 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the ball. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
For the point after.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now the second down throw on target. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They go play action with Wilson. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Cardinals 21. Eagles.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Herbert 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now Brown. Oh, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout taken.
The ball carrier.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Play action. It's Wilson. This is caught. It's Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1st and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Brown on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Here's Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
An excellent gain, 35 yards. From the gun, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Washington, 75 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now it's Breida. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a dump off here complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Geno Atkins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Second down.
Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. It's Herbert. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
A gain of 16.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Herbert's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
With the score, Cardinals 38, Eagles 24.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Herbert. Man open left side is Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Marquise Brown.
23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Herbert on first down now. And going deep for Hill. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Over on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Another run with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That'll be complete to Breida. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. That's caught left side by Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible.